This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, September 8th, 2014. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS model run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a big upper level feature over Canada, and that's going to be starting to drop some cold air later in the week across the northern tier of the country through our state, Iowa, and into most of the eastern half of the country. The front will still be in Canada here today. There could be a few isolated showers or storms ahead of it over the northwestern and western counties of the state. Most of the state should remain partly to mostly sunny, highs in the 70s to lower 80s. Same story Tuesday, 70s and lower 80s, but it will become more cloudy. There'll be showers, thunderstorms, not going to be all day rain. There'll be some dry periods, but it'll stay mainly cloudy. And then this system moves quickly across. We could see some severe weather Tuesday night. Some very heavy rain possible, could see localized flooding. Wednesday will be showery, breezy, winds out of the north, temperatures steady or slowly falling during the day. Thursday will be fairly breezy again, north winds, temperatures may not even get much out of the 60s. Some places may not even get out of the 50s on Thursday across the area. Friday morning could be quite chilly, some 30s possible, especially in cooler areas, river valleys in the northern and northeastern counties. Otherwise, 40s elsewhere. GFS being a little rambunctious with possibility of precipitation here Friday in our southern counties. Maybe a shower or so west of the state here on Saturday, but high pressure will be over the Great Lakes, and that'll keep us fairly dry on Saturday. Highs will be back to at least the 60s. As that high pressure begins to move off into eastern Canada, we may see a shower on Sunday, but I'm going to rule that out. Can't rule that out completely, but mainly partly to mostly sunny, highs in the 60s to maybe some lower 70s at that point. Next Monday, you can see this northwesterly flow is still ongoing. Ridge is beginning to pump up over the western parts of Canada, and that might unleash more cold air, more aimed toward the Great Lakes in the northeast. Maybe some showers entering the state at that point, but no real storm system around, so it's very unorganized, but we still have plenty of time to watch it in the coming days. Going into the extended period, September the 19th, we have a upper level feature over the Ohio Valley. Otherwise, pretty much a zonal flow of trough axis over the northern Rockies, and that's going to be with another storm that'll be moving into the plains and into the central Rockies. At that point, the upper level feature, as you can see over the Great Lakes, could bring a few showers around here, but still almost a week and a half out at this point. And then as we go to the end of the period, September the 23rd, pretty much a flow coming straight out of the Pacific, and then it kind of buckles straight north and whatnot. Ridge over the south, keeping a lot of the storm systems away from there outside of any tropical rainfalls you may get, especially near the Gulf Coast. We have one storm moving through the plains that'll be moving into the state, another one smashing into the west coast, but we still have plenty of time to watch this and for any changes. Not very many changes on the satellite image from last evening. We had a few isolated storms over South Dakota, some showers and a few thunderstorms over the southeast, monsoonal flow continuing over the southwest, and there's that front in Canada that we'll be watching later in the week. Watch warning map from last evening, flash flood watches over Arizona, Southern California, Nevada, Utah, and into Colorado, frost advisory in northern Maine, and a red flag warning around the Tri-Cities of Washington. Looking at the QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Friday evening at 7 o'clock, showing very heavy rain possible over the state, maybe 2 to as much as 4 inches of rain possible, most of that occurring Tuesday night and into the early part of Wednesday. Some more heavy rains also over the Carolina coast.